We're going to start the last activity with nature therapy, but we're going to start it though with a singing bowl. So if we can have your attention. Just about a minute to talk about that.
So that's a singing bowl. It's very, very healing. It's vibrating at a very healing frequency. I highly encourage you to shop for them in person if you can, and find the one that resonates with you the most. That is really worth it to do that. And they can clear your energy. So you can go start playing one when you're feeling really, really anxious or afraid or angry, and it can really help to calm you down. But you have to find the one that resonates with you. Okay. Oh, come and play it. I'm gonna have it over there. So please come try and play it. So because I want you to feel it. And there's one in the raffle basket over there too.
Thanks, Jess. Yeah, there's a smaller one in the raffle basket, which is great. All right, so we are going to round out the activities today with nature therapy. We wouldn't be Hope Grows if we didn't put some form of nature in front of you, or a flower or a plant. So today's activity is, we're guiding you through a way to connect to the natural world through the use of flower material. I know Jess and I last year, we walked you through an hour presentation with a mandala and dried flowers. And I hope you're all not disappointed that we're not doing something more intensive like that this year, but we just wanted to give you a little touch of flower therapy. So yes, so the Victorian era in the 19th century were caught up in the secret messages of plants and flowers. Sometimes the secretive messages were often scrambled, hearts were broken, melodramatic detours in life ended with sad consequences of misinterpretations due to opposing meanings of particular flowers. Eventually, messaging via cryptic nosegay notes fell out of favor. What remains is the meaning and symbolism of flowers. So a rose means love, right? We give red roses at Valentine's Day. The dandelion, young and old, still pick it, blow, wishes come true. So there are meanings behind flowers, symbolism behind plants and flowers. So at your seat, you have a small vase, some colored stone or glass, a piece of twine, and a spray of flowers. We're going to start with a specific order in placing your flowers in the vase. As we do that, I will share some of the language of the flower, the symbolism, or the spiritual nature that they carry. I do want to begin by telling you, though, when I go to pick flowers for an activity, I don't go with any particular flower in mind. What I go with is the reason for the event or the activity that I'm doing. I go with emotion in my heart. I pick flowers based on how it makes me feel, not how it looks, not the type of flower. That's just how I go and pick flowers for an event or for an activity. I typically call upon my spiritual guides to help me in doing that. And I spend about 10 or 15 minutes just walking through the warehouse of flowers, just getting a feel for what I'm drawn to, right? And I do that without knowing really the meaning of flowers. There's symbolism of flowers. I can't remember them. Maybe I don't remember a lot of them on purpose because I go with the emotion of that flower, wanting the emotion of that flower, right? So these flowers were picked in that way. And when I got home or back to the office and started telling Jess about the flowers that I picked, we started looking up the symbolism, and she goes, "Darn, you did it again. You picked the best thing for the activity that we need." And I don't know why, it just happens because I go with that gut, that intuition of how that flower is making me feel. So I think I'm telling you that, and I'm encouraging you when you go to look for flowers, do it in that way. How's that making you feel? Because typically you're going to pick and draw to you what you need. And so we're going to start with the sunflower that's in your, so if you take your spray of flowers and untie the twine. Okay, so the sunflower, what you're going to do, first you're going to put the green glass at the bottom so that you have that's going to stabilize your glass jar so it doesn't topple. So put those in the glass jar. Talk about sound today. That was a really pleasing sound, listening to all of that. All right, so let's start with the sunflower. Put that in your vase. And I'm going to let you know that sunflowers symbolize loyalty, healing, and vitality among many other meanings. There are a lot of meanings behind sunflowers. But I chose today the loyalty, because you all are showing loyalty to your care receivers. You're showing loyalty to yourself today. And you are showing loyalty to Hope Grows and trusting us in your journey. And healing. I think we all today need healing. Not just today, but today, in general. There's a lot of noise out in the world today that's kind of fearful and scary. So I think we need healing. All right? The next plant you're going to pick is the St. John's wort. That is the one with the berries on the top. Yes. So if you can put St. John's wort in there, it symbolizes simplicity and superstition. It was believed to have great protective powers. Gathered on Midsummer's Eve, it would ward off imps, evil spirits, and the demons of melancholy. Hung on doorways and windows or carried in the pocket, it was safeguard against thunder and witches. So there's a little bit of the language of that flower in there. So I think why I was drawn to that one was that we're approaching a change of seasons. It's darker earlier. We're starting to maybe get a little melancholy with the holidays coming up and knowing that winter is just around the corner. The next is your mums. Those are the burgundy looking flowers. So this particular mum symbolizes good health. Possible powers are protection, and when we feel protected, we can experience joy, life, and friendship in our life. Part of its beauty is its resilience in the face of a sudden drop in temperatures. A perfect plant for fall season, right? And you can arrange these however it looks nice to you. When you get home and you may want to take them back out, snip the bottoms off by about 1/8 of an inch to freshen the bottoms so that water will get up in there. And then today, if you're not going home right away, you may want to put some water in your vase too. And then they should fit right in your cup holder on the way home. All right, number 4 is the eucalyptus. This is eucalyptus. It has become a wonderful symbol of purification. Possible powers consist of healing and protection. Spiritually, Australian natives practiced burning eucalyptus leaves to purify and negate negative energy and saw eucalyptus as a sacred plant. All right, and then the last you have is some dried, or not, leaves, not dried, they're actually fresh leaves from a tree, a beech tree. Beech symbolizes prosperity. It can also signify the end of something, but also stands for the changes that rise through realization. Interesting thing about the beech tree, the bark is the bark that most people use to tree carve for lovers with hearts and initials. So when you see that, it's typically a beech tree that's being done on that, or that they're doing that on, because it carves very easily. So there you are, a small nature therapy horticulture activity for you. Consider, like I said, take it apart when you get home, spend time with it. On your handout, There is 2 pictures of the vase that you can use, or the twine. There are 2 different ways you can wrap that twine around the vase. Oh, yes, one more thing. So it wouldn't be us if we didn't send you home with another activity to do. So we have don't forget to take with you a cutting of a spider plant that we have at the house or the office or the respite house, sorry. And there's a sheet with that about the spider plant. It has a pot and a bag of soil. So make sure you go home with a kit as well. And you can, it tells you how to root it. Yeah, have fun with that. So one thing about a spider plant, I will tell you, you don't have to put it in the soil. You can leave it in water and it will root and stay healthy just having it in water. In fact, I have a cup that's a smiley face and it's sitting on the sink and I've got the spider plant in there. It looks like the hair. So, so there's fun ways of doing that without having to put it in soil. All right. Any questions? All right. Thank you.